Hey, what's happening? I'm at Pruitt. This is Everyday People doing everyday shit. Hope y'all doing all right. That's Queen Pruitt sitting over there. It is 12 minutes late. So, but it'll be all right. Hope y'all doing all right. Ain't much going on. Let me see. Is your camera on? Survey says no. Your camera doesn't seem to be on now. There it is. Why didn't it want to turn on? Oh, and you moved too. Or are you sitting up straighter or something? Perhaps is that what it is? What?
I don't think so. I'm sitting back in the spot I was sitting in before.
Seemed like it was cutting your head off for a second there, but you're there. Anyway, how are you?
Swell.
That's
you. I
am unbelievable. Pushing along. And matter of fact, I'm just going to do this button right here.
Are you in a hurry or something?
And I'm just going to leave it.
It sounds like you are.
Really? What makes it sound like I'm in a hurry?
You sound like, hey, this is gonna move. You don't think that's what you're doing?
No,
and I sound weird.
I didn't think so. You sound weird?
I sound really loud and clear.
Well, again, you have on the headphones. That might do it. I am going to push your levels up just a touch, though, just to be safe.
Come here.
Anyway, this podcast is totally random. I'm not even sure why we even do it, but
happy Wednesday, Janine.
Thank y'all for being here and watching live on YouTube, because that is a freaking effort. Thank you so much for that. Looks like we got John Helm here and Janine in the house. Good to see Janine earlier today. Happy
I heard
Wednesday.
She's doing her thing and she is representing in the best way ever.
Yeah, I got to tell you. So, well, now that I cut the camera to you and you decide to cough, but I'm not putting this much effort into this today. But so prior to being on the air and prior, so I had other stuff going on. This is what I had on. I had on this little dress shirt thing earlier today, and I haven't worn a dress shirt in several weeks now because that's not in my normal everyday attire. It used to be my everyday attire, a button-down shirt, if you will, but not anymore. Now it's a hoodie and sweatpants and t-shirt or whatever, and I'm quite happy with that. But Miss Janine invited us to a mixer event, if you will, here in the county, and you wasn't able to go. I decided to go, even though there's other thoughts in my mind. I still decided to go, and what I got out of it has nothing to do with me, but it was just cool to see her in her element and doing her thing, and also getting some freaking credit and kudos, because she has earned it and done the work. So
you have, boo-boo.
So I'm very, very
proud of you.
Very happy for that and happy for her. And here's to your continued success doing so. Cheers to you, little
and this
niece.
is water, because I know you sober.
Okay, so wait a minute. That stops you? Someone sober, so you're like, I'm not going to drink? Really?
No. I was just letting her know that one particular one was...
Okay, that sounds better.
That particular one is water.
Oh, gosh. Oops. So you sent an email to me. Okay, I'll have to look. I got a bunch of emails today. They're usually not all that great and whatnot. Usually a bunch of weirdos, such as this one right here. Let me just read one to y'all because they're so full of shit. All right, this one goes... Hi there, Aunt. Hope this email finds you well. I am Diana. I am the marketing promotion manager from TennerShare 4DDIG, whatever the hell that is. We are eager to establish a partnership with you. I've followed your channel for a period of time. I believe there is an opportunity for us to collaborate by including links of our products within your existing YouTube videos. Wow. Did you hear that shit? They've been following Little old me. Following me. What's that look? You don't believe they've been following me?
I believe that they believe that they've been following you.
I like that. You believe that they believe?
I believe that they believe that they have been following you.
It is such a shit show, man. My inbox, between getting all of the no's, I get a lot of these things here. You know, we've been following your YouTube channel for a long time. Really? So why haven't I still gotten to 5,000? Why haven't I gotten to 5,000 subscribers yet? I'm like right there. And the number will go up and then it goes down and then it goes up and then it goes every single week. So you've been following me a long time, huh? And then they'll say something like, we saw your writing over on ZDNet. We've been following your ZDNet writing for a long time. Well, I guess a long time is 8 months, maybe, right? I don't know. But it's such bull. All they're doing is scraping and trying to throw some scam out there and whatnot. And every now and then it's legit brands too. That's what's crazy. And I'm like, y'all haven't followed squat. If you followed me, you'd know, number one, there's better ways to contact me other than my catch-all email address that's sitting out there. It's just so full of shit. Live chat says, I bet it comes with a plaque that you're a top 10 content creator.
Are you a top 10 content creator?
In my head, I am.
Well, that works. Like I said, I believe that you are a top 10 creator. Just like I believe that they believe that they've been following you.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Thank you, Lee Janine.
It's a lot of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice compliment there from, looks stunning. I love that necklace. That necklace wasn't on earlier, was it?
Yes. So,
I don't recall the necklace. What's been going on with you, by the way? Because, you know, I literally just turned on the mics and said, I really don't give a shit. I'm just going to talk and, you know, whatever comes out our mouths. Try not to be too personal because I don't share everything, but I just said, hit record and go.
I told you were like acting like you were in a hurry.
I didn't think I was in a hurry, though.
I'm Aunt Pruitt. This Queen Pruitt.
I didn't feel like I was going in a hurry. My bad.
I mean, that's not usually how you go, but you know.
Yeah.
So you wanted to get it. You wanted to get the party started. We got the party started.
No, now I think about it, there is the idea in my head of I ain't got to do a lot, you know, especially after seeing some of my numbers from videos and whatnot here recently. And I think about how much I put in. No, I ain't doing that much. I ain't doing that much no more. I'm going to be a lazy creator going forward. You know, unless my Patreon members start complaining to me, then yeah, maybe I'll consider a change, consider a different approach. But
I mean, what would you do differently than what we have been doing for everyday people, everyday shit?
Well, first off, that intro was a lot shorter according to you.
Well, yeah, it's like, I don't give a fuck.
That ain't true. I do care. I do care.
It was like, okay, we're already 12 minutes behind. Yeah, you made mention of that and everything. Like, we're 12 minutes behind. I'm Aunt Pruitt. That's Phoebe, Queen Pruitt. This is the podcast. Rewind that shit and listen to it. Then you'll say, okay,
I guarantee
I know you will.
No. I guarantee you, I'm not rewinding. This edit is going to be a breeze this week. I promise you. I'm not putting that effort in.
Okay.
The most I'm going to do is Mr. John Hill may appreciate this because I know he's a creator. The most I'm going to do is noise reduction on the audio so we don't pick up our AC fan blowing. But that's it. This is going to be the fastest.
Because you're gonna get used to just the basics. Us, you know, doing our show weekly, just the basics, right? Like, just like if we have to do it from our phones.
Even if it's that. even if it's just a freaking hiatus, because I'm just like, you know what?
I know so many things are changing. You feeling what I'm feeling. You feeling what I was feeling last week.
I'm just to the point of,
you feel it, yeah.
Like I'm saying, is
I'm still feeling it.
Effort of everything that I put in effort on. It's just not as fruitful as it should be when I see so much other people, not effortless, but no effort. You know, there's a difference, right? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Because some people, for example, not to bring the freaking Olympics back up again, Sha'Carri Richardson can run the 100-meter dash effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? But then I can go out there to the track and put no effort in the running in a 100-meter dash. You know, there's a difference. There's no effort and there's effortless. And I see a lot of no effort that continues to get all of this ridiculous notoriety, even down to some of the mainstream media. You know, even some of our mainstream media. Have you probably haven't, but every now and then I'll turn on our live TV stuff. Okay. And like I'll turn on ESPN, for example, and look at First Take or whatever the show is that has Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. And I am sorry I'm forgetting the female's name on there. But Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp are the two main characters, if you will. And when I look at that, 80% of the time, they're not even in the studio.
Yeah.
And 80% of the time, somebody got on those damn Apple AirPod things. Yeah. That sound horrible.
Yeah. So, yeah. If we have to represent,
and I'm like why is that acceptable now? Because, you know, because it sounds like crap and it don't always look good. I get during the pandemic when we had to do the whole shelter in place stuff and people were doing things from home. And when people were doing things from home, you know, it's like, okay, you get some grace. This is your first time doing it. But when people were doing things from home for a month, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you've been here a month and you've heard the feedback that your audio sounds terrible. You can go to Amazon and get a microphone from China for $50 that sounds better than that laptop microphone.
That's what he just said. Or using their laptop.
Oh, in the chat. So John feeling me. So see, yeah. It's like no effort. Effortless versus no effort. You know. And as much as I love Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp, because they are two greats in their craft, it makes me laugh for a second and then it angers me in another second because they're doing that on the platform under the umbrella of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. You know, nobody here cares about that, but it's just, they're a freaking network. But in contrast, as you choose into the mic, go ahead, just keep chewing it. Hey, because that's what people do. Chew into the mic. Go ahead. That's the acceptable thing now. Because, all right, so they're doing that under the umbrella of ESPN, big time network. You don't see that shit on their personal stuff, though. If you ever look at Stephen A. Smith's channel, and you've seen Shannon Sharp with Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, that shit's polished. Yeah. And he ain't going no other way about it. Right. You know? But the national stuff gets nothing and people are cool with it. And it just
because once it hits there, anybody can dub it and sell it. Dub it, sell it, dub it, sell it, dub it, sell it.
Really? That's the thought?
That's what it seemed like.
I don't know. It's fascinating yet frustrating all at the same time. But anyway, John Helm says Stephen A. be making fun of the Cowboys. Yes, he does, and I love that. Also, what was that other comment there? Most people don't know. This is from Kim M. Most people don't know about the quality audio or video. Well, okay. I'm going to look into the camera for this one. All right. So most people won't know quality video. I get that because they're looking at it on their phones. Most people won't know quality audio if they're listening to it on their phones. But if you are ESPN and you're doing a live television broadcast, meaning you're doing it because you know somebody's ass is on a couch somewhere watching it, that video and audio coming out of that much bigger screen and slightly better speakers,
Acoustics.
you would think they'd be like, okay, people are looking at us. I mean, because HD TVs are cheap now. That's not a big expense anymore. People are looking at ESPN on a minimum 42-inch screens in HD resolution. So they see all the pores and all of that shit.
Yeah. And if you hear some sounds, people calling plays or whatever, and it sounds like they under a can.
Right. And again, look.
Trust me, if you hear that shit, you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with that sound?
And
what
again,
is that sound? But people don't really think about it until it's not there.
Let me say this, and this is not a slight.
If that's what we talking about, I don't even know. We might be talking about something.
No, hold on, because you're going where I'm going. Let me say this, because, and this is not a slight to you before people get their panties in a bunch. You are the, quote, regular woman when it comes to a lot of stuff regarding technology and things like that. You're just a regular person. I say AI to you, your eyes roll in your head because regular people don't give two shits about AI.
I use it when I need to.
Okay, right. So you're not enthusiastic about it.
Nah.
Exactly. And so even when we watch something on television and something doesn't look right to you, you notice it. Yeah. And it could be the slightest thing. Mm-hmm. If something doesn't sound right to you, you notice it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know,
if something don't smell right to me, I smell it.
Right. There's that too. So that's what I'm saying. ESPN, yes, they create their content that goes onto mobile devices. They have a gazillion different YouTube channels and TikTok channels and Instagram channels and whatnot, because they got different properties. They got a college football channel. They got their breaking news channel, whatever. So I get that. But their primary, it all starts from them recording in the studio to broadcast out onto television screens. That's the very first thing they do. And then they just take that stuff and strip it down to put it onto our mobile devices. That's why we had all of the teeth of Noah Lyles the other day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, people may not get the best, and they may not understand that recording audio in 48 kilohertz is better, or in 10-bit audio is better than 24. But when they hear shitty audio, they'll react. Yeah. When they see shitty video, they'll react. Ooh, wow, why is this screen so fuzzy? Don't y'all have better cameras than that, ESPN?
It's dark. It looked dark.
So that's all I'm saying. And they've just sort of dimmed it down, and people are starting to say, well, all right, maybe they're cutting back. It's okay that their mics don't sound as good now. And it blows my mind. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Boy, y'all are hot in this live chat. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up in live chat, please, or YouTube Live. What's that say? Kim M says, I grew up on good quality, but have talked to people who love TikTok horrible. Yes. That's exactly.
Is there a correlation of those people who walk around on FaceTime with speakers on?
Oh, man. Don't get me started on that shit either.
Stephen A be making fun of Cowboys.
I love how Stephen A makes fun of the Cowboys fans, because where we're from, they're in the Carolinas. I don't think I'm not going into sports anyway.
But no, it's not the same love for sports as it is on the East Coast as it is out here. It's not the same. We felt that. We seen it. We already know when it started in junior high or whatever, middle, then high school, when you got your pinkies out at the games out here, it's very quiet. Yeah. And if somebody cheers, they look at you like, would you sit the hell down? That's how it is. And it's really crazy.
John, yes, you did scratch something, but I'm not going there. I'm not going to talk sports tonight. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to anyway. I've been talking it the last 3 weeks.
Why are you trying to wait?
No, I've been talking sports the last 3 weeks, and nobody cares. Nobody cares about sports. It's just
they tell you that. Who says anything?
I know.
Somebody said something. Why are you saying that? Did somebody say something?
If I do a rough look at our audience,
when you start talking about sports,
especially for my Patreon folks, and especially from the people that actually engage, yeah, most of them can give two craps about sports, and that's fine because I know that.
Start Saturday. Thank you, John Helm. That's what my question was.
Oh, I know what's coming up Saturday.
I know you did. I asked that question a long time ago, though, but you went into talking about the people and everything else. So
no. Anyway.
But anyway, back legioning, this stone, this moon, I've had this moon for over, how old is George? 20-something years.
I swear I didn't see that on you earlier today.
I have it. I've worn it in our family portraits, and the necklace broke that it was in. And so I would just had the stone, and it's like
You gonna get the words out there anytime soon? It's just, I mean, what was that? That's. I mean, I know I sat here and said I'm not putting a ton of effort in it, and I know I said I'm not going to be effortless, but silence in a podcast doesn't go very well. Just so you know. What the shit, man?
I couldn't find a word.
Our process.
But anyway, there's a lady that I work with, and she makes jewelry. So I took it to her and I asked her if she could make it into a necklace. She did.
Her process hung. Good one, John L. Good one, John.
Oh my word.
Kim M says, love Queen P. I feel you. Also, Kim M must be special too. Bless her heart.
I lost time. People who have watched any movies that we are in, they would know that. I lost time. What was that? Primal Fear? Yeah.
I don't recall.
It was Primal Fear.
Our movie nerd isn't in the chat tonight right now. At least it doesn't look like. It's on Nightmare and Joe Esposito. That's the movie nerd.
I watch movies. I'm a movie nerd.
Oh, you are, huh?
Well,
this
is new to me. I watch a lot of movies. Now, nerdy movies. Again, I'm not a nerdy movie watcher.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference. There's people that watch a lot of movies, and then there are movie nerds.
Okay, I watch a lot of movies.
Because there's a lot of people that watch a lot of TikTok, but they're not TikTok nerds. I know some TikTok nerds. You know
what? I ordered something on TikTok and I'm waiting for it. It's taking a long time to get here. I'm really nervous about it.
Where did it come from? Do you know?
I don't. Was I supposed to know?
Well, the question...
Is that something I should be looking at?
All right, the question that everybody in the live chat is going to ask, what did you order?
I ordered water picker.
Oh, the thing for like your teeth?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Having issues with that eye there. That's going to be the next GIF. I think I'm going to make that into a GIF.
Don't do it. But it's like all these little, I don't know.
It's okay.
Y'all can go ahead and keep on talking. Why you got to focus on me?
Well,
everyday shit.
Because I don't care. Just let it roll.
Okay.
It's on the boat from China, says John Helm.
Oh, no. On TikTok?
Where else you think it's going?
TikTok people, it's it seemed like it's coming from one of the people that's actually selling it, not that they ordering it from TikTok.
Where you think their distributors are? Where you think their distributors are?
I would think that they would have already ordered it and now they reselling it.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Unless it's a reputable U.S. company, baby, no.
Well,
hey, even the U.S. companies are shipping from Indonesia and China.
Yeah.
Taiwan. Drop shipping. Yeah, that's what it's called. No, it's cheap labor. It's the American way, baby.
I know.
We ain't paying nobody.
I know.
No, I'm sure you get it. A lot of people are doing decent with commerce on the side of Instagram and TikTok. You know, Amazon makes a killing, but man, Instagram and TikTok are really catching up with them on their commerce side of things. They don't have to get paid. They don't have to. They got paid from you ordering. Yeah, right. It's all commissions and affiliate stuff. That's all it is. You know, speaking of affiliates, you know, if y'all want to help a brother out here and help this show out, go to Amazon.com/Aunt Pruitt. When you do that, it'll open up Amazon, but it'll give us 2 cents or a couple cents or a couple nickels. Every now and then I've seen $1 come through for when people do their shopping.
That's nice.
On Amazon.
That's really
and
cool.
It doesn't change the price for any of y'all. So just go to AuntPruitt.com/Amazon. Because the link they gave me is this long ass stuff that makes no sense that nobody understands. So I fixed it. AuntPruitt.com/Amazon. And when you do that, it goes straight to your app, or it goes, if you're on the browser, it goes straight to just the Amazon webpage. Either way, you don't see anything different. It's just your regular shopping. And every now and then they'll send us a nickel if you order something. So when you order your 100-pack of toilet tissue, because it's, you know, what you like to do, we may get a couple nickels for it. Please and thank you. There. Why you roll your eyes?
Who orders their toilet tissue on Amazon?
You have no idea.
I don't.
That kind of stuff is crazy on Amazon. All of the day-to-day stuff. There's a lot of people making bank off of selling it on Amazon. I
know. We need to go. Yeah. Mm.
You know, people like us, like I go to Amazon if I want to get photo gear or what have you. Sometimes, not all the time, because I like to shop at the local camera folks too. Photo gear, or I think the most I get from Amazon is like the medicine, the probiotics for the dogs. Mm-hmm. And if I don't get them here locally, my razors, mm-hmm. I get them from Amazon, you know. Mm-hmm. But most people, they'll buy their groceries from Amazon, or they'll buy a lot of stuff in bulk, toilet tissue, paper towels, and stuff like that. Yeah, there's Costco and Sam's Club and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But dude, Amazon, they make it easy. Oh, my man right there, he knows the phrase. John Helm says, subscribe and save. Yes, that's what it is, to subscribe and save.
Yeah.
So whenever I order the probiotic for the dogs, they always mention, hey, you should subscribe and save.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when I order stuff like collagen or
stuff like that they feel like you're going to need
toothpaste,
right, over and over and over again. They pull you in right there, and you just pay that they even give you certain periods, I believe. I don't think it's monthly, but they fix it up to where, all right, this will be coming at such and such time, and you just make sure your debit card is ready for the money to be pulled out.
No, I can't do that. I ain't got time to be looking. Do I got some money on that card? No.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
I ain't got time for it.
I plead the fifth on that. What's I've been ranting a lot, or at least talking a lot on this here episode. Don't nobody come here to see me. What's been going on with you?
What do you?
Okay, so you really want me to go there? You just want me to say it out loud? Is that what you're saying? You want me to say it out loud?
I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're asking.
Shocking.
I don't know what you're asking.
No, what I'm saying is, it's pretty awesome. First off, that I have a community and listener base, more so a community that I've built over the last decade plus. And it's pretty awesome how much people ask about you and the family more so than they ask about me. You know what I'm saying?
Because they know we about to be the next celebrity, black celebrity family.
So that's why.
On the come up. Yeah, they already know. I mean.
So that's why I said people are here.
They have been here for us since day one, listening and supporting. And they already know they in our circle.
Yeah.
You know, that's because, you know, greatness want to be in company of greatness.
So as I was saying. In short, they are here to hear what you have to say and or experience or share more so than me. When they want to hear what I have to share or what have you, that's typically Friday or something that they read about because I posted in an article or something. But yeah, I'm no idiot. I know why these people are in this live chat. I know
Queen
why they
of the hardheads.
that's it. Nice work, John.
That is a good one. That's a good one. Queen of the hardheads.
But that's
oh my babies, my babies.
But that's what it is.
I tell you this. I don't know what is about to happen. We talked about this last week where I was like, a shift is happening. I still am feeling that shift. I am still in that shift. This full moon, full blue extra. It's been full of emotions and whew.
Let me cut in here. You know what? You mentioned this full moon and this full blue moon. That's one more thing I'm sick of with our folks in the newspapers and the media that want to talk about, hey, the next full strawberry moon, the next full raspberry moon, the next full chocolate covered milk and blah, blah, blah moon. They're still just freaking full moons. None of that shit makes any difference to our regular human eyes. Stop pushing all of that stuff. It's stupid. And you're telling people to go out and grab your cameras and this and that. And they go out and grab their cameras and it looks like the same full moon that they took 4 weeks ago. Shut up with that. Sorry. Back to you. End of rant. You done snoring over there? This full moon was bullshh. This full moon was not different. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Button. This full moon was not different.
Thank you so much. That's why I'm sitting over here and letting him feel whatever he's feeling. Because I know this full moon was different. I feel it. No. I still feel that shit. It's not, it is there. It was there before. Eyes open, nightmares happening, dreams, the whole cycle. It's been horrible. It's just been like, okay, what are you going to do? It's not so much with how it looks.
That's all I was saying.
When I look up at it,
that's all
it's beautiful. Yeah. But at the same time, I know what it's doing to my body, what it's doing to my innards, what my outers, my emotions, my ups, my downs, the intensifying emotions that came with this full moon cycle is just ridiculous. And that's why I've said before, I don't know what it is, but I know something is shifting and I still feel it. So
no.
If you believe, you believe. Yes, Kim M. I do believe. I believe.
No, that is the
and all of it was released after yesterday. Absolutely. And I know what I'm gonna do, and it's all happening. Everything is happening for. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. I don't know why I hit that
So
button.
today, I think I said last week about the play POTUS, and I was like, well, I never heard back from them. I was supposed to hear something back on the 15th. Nobody ever contacted me to say yay or nay. So I had already released it, put the play in the shelf with the other books and the other plays, and filed it up and let it go, and didn't. But I knew other stuff was in the play. And today I opened up my email, and there's an email from the theater saying that they would like to offer me understudy for the role that I really wanted. But with the understudy would come 2 guaranteed roles, 2 guaranteed shows. What the hell is that? That sounds so cheesy.
I didn't have an applause on here. I didn't have an applause on here. So if you want to give me about 1 minute and 30 seconds, I can get an applause.
Like, what is that? Does not sound good at all. Ding, ding. It didn't even come in that one time.
Well, I mean, I could have said,
thank you.
You want that?
Let it go. Oh my goodness. So I accepted it with accepting it, some things are going to really change with my 9 to 5, which I had already planned on changing anyway, because I'm tired of the 9 to 5 holding me back from my dream. So nothing's going to change until it's time to change it. And it's like, like I said before, how can I expect for things to change when I'm still doing the same thing? So it's time to switch it up. Faith, go out here. All I need is the size of a mustard seed. That's all I need. So I'm gonna bet on myself. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you. What?
Hey,
Thank you.
I said 90 seconds. I think I did it in under 90 seconds.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank God.
Okay, thank God, but nobody asked you for your daggum monologue that time. No. Question for you. So, for folks that are not in the know, gosh, I say that as if, people listen to the show aren't in the know. But see, that is the bone in me that gives effort, because I try to describe things to people that don't know this or that, or not even watching live. That's an effort thing. So for folks that don't know the ins and outs of an understudy, what exactly is an understudy?
Understudy would be there at all the rehearsals, all of the tech, just like you're the actor playing the role. You have to be there for everything. And if something were to happen to that lead person, then you would
step in.
So are
you the backup quarterback or what?
Yes, but I'm the backup quarterback with 2 guaranteed games to play in.
Nice.
So that's really cool. So I have 2 days in December that are guaranteed that I will be starring in that role. It could be more, but definitely those 2.
John Helm says exposure. And I gotta tell you, John Helm.
For sure. I accept it already. Because
I gotta tell you that term. What is that phrase? That term, that word right there triggered me. That's the phrase people use, right? Triggered. It triggered me.
Triggers is a strong word.
Right. So I meant to say that. So He says exposure. It's unfortunate that that term, for me anyway, has a negative connotation because I have seen so many between legit people or spammers or what have you to be like, hey, I like your work. Let's do this and that collaboration, yada, yada, yada. And they'd be like, we won't pay you, but since we got 500,000 people that view our account every day, this would be good exposure for you.
Well, that's the first thing you said to me when I told you about it.
Really? I did?
Yeah. It gives you...
I said exposure?
It gets you out there. Yeah, you did.
I thought I said it gives you tape.
Tape? What's the difference?
I guess in my head, the connotation of this gives me a piece of data that I can carry in my pocket. If somebody asks, what have you done?
That too.
I got it right here on my resume.
Okay, I see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
I didn't. It definitely gives you exposure because there is an additional audience watching that's not sitting here watching us right now.
Also, what you're going to be doing the part on this night and this night? I'm buying my tickets for those nights.
Right. Right.
That also.
See, that's exposure. Yeah.
But at the same time, I have to say, okay, it's either this play or that job. And it's big. That's really big, which I had already made my decisions about what was going on with that job. But that job has been holding me back from so many other opportunities because of my availability. And it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You just can't do both.
John Helm in the chat, he gets it. He says, yeah, it means something different to content creators.
Yeah.
It does. And the thing is, it shouldn't have a negative connotation anymore because exposure is not a bad thing. Exposure to the stuff that you created is not a bad thing. But the industry of predators have turned it into a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it as much as I used to, but man, my DMs on all platforms were a shit show for the longest. So I ignored a lot of stuff, and even people that's like watching the show right now live that may have DM'd me. There were times where I missed your stuff because I've been conditioned to ignore DMs because I've seen so much just you're not worth my time kind of conversations in there. The people that are really serious about getting in touch with me, they will find a way to get in touch with me because it's not that hard to find me. Mm-hmm. That email address that the email that I read at the start of the show, the address that went to
was not that one.
Is not that one. So I know they full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's but no, exposure is not a bad thing. It's not. Exposure is a good thing.
It's not. And who knows?
Right. You have
this did not have to happen.
No, I'm happy for you.
And I did not have to be here for it to happen.
I'm happy.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I am happy already for let you. It go. And you know, when you brought it up to me, you know, can I share this? How it all went down?
Sure.
So when you brought it up to me, you were reading your email and you had the look on your face of, I don't know what to do, or should I? Or that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm a pretty binary person, I consider myself logical. And the logic in me said, she's guaranteed 2 days out of this, at least. She's going to get experience. She's going to get 2 days on the stage and somebody else is going to see that. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. I say, yeah, this is what she's been asking for. This is the start of not what she's been. This is the start of what she's been asking for. It's if it were me wearing her shoes, I'd say yes, but I couldn't answer that for you. Mm-hmm. You know, because I answer a lot more with the balance of my logic and my gut. I don't know how you answer things, you know. So that's why when I said it to you, I said, this is your choice. Mm-hmm. But if it were me, I would do this and that, or I say yes. But it is, you know, but it's on you, that kind of thing. And, you know, you mentioned the caveat of your job, and this is where we're going to make all of the worldly people pissed off. I say go with it, because the stuff that you're doing for these corporate people has really, really soured the taste in your mouth.
It has. And I was talking about it with one of my old coworkers who has ventured out on her own and started her own business outside of where we work, and she's going out on faith too. Like, she knows she can do it, and I know that it's time for me to stop, because I just feel like that. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. Uh-huh. And I don't like that feeling of I don't care anymore, because I've always cared, you know, but that's the only strength I have next to working in healthcare behind a desk, checking people in, checking people out, collecting copays. It's like I've always gone behind things that I have a lot of strength in. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty logical, though.
Yeah, I know. But I'm so burnt out, and I don't like it.
If you're good at making widgets, you keep making widgets, but especially if someone's going to pay you for it.
I ask myself the question, am I burnt out with doing the work, or am I just burnt out on doing the work for them? That's that.
I'll answer that for you. I don't know what
it is with that little ding.
I'll answer that for you. You know, I have thoughts, and I'd get into that a little.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Another time.
I'm tired. I'm too tired to think about it. I'm just gonna sleep on it.
I say go for it.
Which I've already said yes, I am. They were like,
well, then there's no sleeping on it.
They already said, welcome to the POTUS team. And I'm like, yay.
There's no sleeping on it.
There's no sleeping on it. I'm just going to go in and I'll put in PTO for the days until I work that out. And then when I'm done, then I won't be there anymore.
What it is.
It is what it is, because I got to watch out for my career, the ultimate career, my sons. You know, I have 3 sons. I have a 26-year-old. I have an almost 22-year-old. I have a almost 19-year-old. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. You know? And they are proving that, you know, they're growing up and they're going to live their lives the way that, you know, we would hope that they did. You know, they grow up and build their own careers and their own families, and they're doing what we want them to do. But at the same time, it's like for a mom, for me, it don't feel good. It don't feel good. It's like my womb is just being ripped out of my God, I can't take it anymore. Yeah.
Weirdo. Okay. With that, I feel you. Speaking as a dad, I'm right there with you. And but I believe in you. You know, ever since going way back to, I guess, like 10 or so episodes ago, when I tried to explain to people what I saw on that stage and how I was.
Gee golly, that was close. It's just a little smoke, a minor setback.
No, not that shit. No, not that shit. Not the musical.
Wow.
No, not the musical. Now, granted, the musical, as I said,
you, John Hill. Damn, man. For real.
Look here. If y'all, she knows I give it to her straight. So
that I do. But I mean,
no, it was not. But not that. Granted, that musical, that really did impress me. It's and the story goes is when I saw you on stage, I didn't recognize you.
Wow, the shutdown. I know, right? Kim M, I know the shutdown. Not that shit. That's what I deal with all the time. This is not the first time. This is what I come with. Anything if I'm just
that's not
off
true.
The cuff,
That's
it's like,
not true. Not true. It's not with anything. But I do give it to you straight. Because this world it's
I know.
So
yeah.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing for y'all. But no, I as I was trying to say, when you did the musical, the story is when I saw it, you were a totally different person versus what I saw rehearsing in the hallways and in the other rooms and stuff. That was annoying the crap out of me as I was trying to work on my content at the time.
Yes.
And closing my doors so I didn't hear you.
You would just slam it all of a sudden. I'd hear the door just whack when I was singing or something. I'm like, well, damn.
Let alone the one time that I was actually trying to sleep because, yeah. Remember that? You remember that time?
No, I don't remember.
Of course you don't. But no, there was a time I was trying to sleep and you just singing some stuff. And I'm like, wow. And I mean, just loud.
Yeah, there's plenty of times that I was just singing that I remember just hearing the door close.
And again, what I heard there in the four walls, folks that don't know, when I say in the four walls, I mean the house. I mean the privacy of our own home, whatever room we're in or what have you. The four walls is very, very sacred here to me, and I hope it's sacred to the rest of the Pruitt family because I take it quite seriously. But in the four walls, she was singing and it just sounded a certain way, a certain tone. And I'm not saying it sounded bad. It's just I knew I heard that sound and it gave me a certain connotation of rehearsal, practicing, trying to get better, trying to work on the craft, whatever. But when the story goes is when I saw you on stage for the first time in that musical, what I heard all of those weeks ahead of time was not what I heard on the stage. It was a total 180 change.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And it blew me away. But no, I believe in you even more so since then because of
Leonardo
and that shit and how I fought back getting up swinging chairs at somebody.
I appreciate the support with that because I know that was difficult. That was difficult for so many people. Even my friend Mary that I met, she's my friend, but I met her at the casino. She was in one of our chats before, but yeah, that was tough for her to sit through, but she did it.
What made it difficult? What do you mean?
She didn't know what it was. She didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
And if you don't know Shakespeare or
and that's the thing,
stories,
everybody don't know Shakespeare.
What the hell?
Everybody don't care about Shakespeare.
And that's the problem. That's what I had. That was the hard part for me is teaching myself that language so that people could understand what I was saying. In everything. When people, I had to know what I was saying.
When people talk about discipline, that's discipline right there. You know, is being able to put yourself in that world that's totally unfamiliar to you, that's totally not necessarily advertised to you. Mm-hmm. I mean, in all seriousness, we see more ads for dumb shit versus Shakespeare in the communities that we're from.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Like,
so why would you be curious if you never even heard anything about it other than to? Or only thing I know about Shakespeare is to be or not to be. Is that Shakespeare? The one line that everybody knows.
That's all all I ever knew of it. And then a little bit more, there was Romeo and Juliet. But then did I even watch that? I have not watched Romeo and Juliet.
Why would you?
As an actor. I should have.
No, I'm saying no.
I mean,
no. That's not
so
what I'm
many
saying.
things-
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, prior to you deciding to take this seriously,
yeah,
why would you have watched Romeo and Juliet based on our upbringing and our community and where we're from?
That's why I didn't. None.
You know.
No, none. No reason.
Where we're from, what's important is, did Jeff Gordon win or did Dale Earnhardt win? Did Clemson win or did the Gamecocks win? That's pretty much it. Did the Tar Heels win or did Duke win?
That sounds better than the other one that you talked about, South Carolina. That's because you in South Carolina part. But if you talk about,
I'm just saying in the
Duke,
region.
Carolina, yeah.
I'm just saying in the region in general.
Panthers or anybody else,
or the Cowboys. Did the Panthers beat the Cowboys? You know, it's religious there. Yeah. Shakespeare is not.
It's not at all.
Shakespeare is not religious there. You know,
but I've learned a lot. You know, and now that I know I'm going to be in POTUS, I got something else to focus on. It gives me hope. I have more hope now. I have more hope of the future with it, knowing what I want to do. And my ankles are swollen.
I gotta laugh at John Helm here. He says because of Aaliyah and Jet Li, that's why you know Romeo and Juliet.
Is that the story?
Romeo must die. Remember the movie?
Yes, I do. But both of them died.
No,
then that ain't the same, then, John. That ain't the same because both Romeo and Juliet died, right, in the end. So yes, so that's not the same.
No, I still get.
But I do remember Romeo
from,
must die.
I totally love it. That's funny, John.
Aaliyah and Jet.
Aaliyah and Jet Li. Damn, I like that movie. I need to pull that movie up. There's 2 movies I need to pull up.
No, I wouldn't mind watching that. But I mean, like I watched Waiting to Exhale the other day and it was awesome. Would you have watched that too? That's an oldie.
That's an oldie, but it's not one that's in my head. Actually, I take that back. It's 3 in my head.
See how Stella got her groove back?
Are you serious now? What the hell? No. I got 3 and 1 may surprise you.
Jaws.
What the Jaws? Why Jaws?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Captive.
I got 3, but one of the 3 will probably surprise you. First one is Swordfish. Remember Swordfish?
That doesn't surprise me.
Why doesn't that surprise you?
Because you used to watch it all the time.
All the time? Really?
You did.
That's not me.
You watched it a good bit. I mean, it was on repeat for a little bit. Not every day, but...
I watch it a few times here and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not surprising. It's just surprising that you've, remembered it.
Mm-hmm.
We're aging.
All right, and then the other movie, like I said, is this one oh God, it just went away. I just had one of your moments. We just talked about it.
I just watched the SpongeBob.
The Jet Li movie. I would love to see that. But number
Save
3.
Cheeks.
No, number 3. Gosh almighty. And you just smiling about it because you think it's just great. No, the third one, though, this is one that I think will surprise you. What was that face?
I'm just waiting. Good gracious, it's taking you forever just to spit the shit out. We're waiting for you to say it. Come on.
Selma Hayek. Fools Rush In.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She was great in that. Selma. Fools Rush In. Fools Rush In was a great movie.
Why was it great, Anthony?
Because
what's the first thought of Fools Rush In when you think about Fools Rush In? What's your first thought? Please tell me.
The white people are melting here.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. The white people are melting out here. Okay, what's the second thought?
Gray's papayas and the hot dogs.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. And the very first thought.
I tell you, boy, go back, what was that, 1990-ish, 98-ish or something like that? What does Google say? Live chat, when was Fools Rush In?
1995.
95? It was 95? Mm-hmm. I think it was a little younger than that. I don't think it was 2000, but I think it was the 90s for sure. But 97, boom. Thank you, John Helm in the chat. Thank you. But yeah, so my first thought, she's down at that river. Boy. Selma Hayek was bad.
If I wasn't worried about putting a hole in the wall.
Oh, you ain't worried anyway. You ain't worried anyway. Come on.
Yes, I am. Whatever. Because I don't want to pay for that shit. That's the only reason, because I don't want to pay for it. That should not be number one.
Why? Okay, should it be number two?
When Anthony and I, one of our first dates at my house was watching Fools Rush In. This is the first time he had seen the movie. Because I was sending.
I've never heard of it.
I was sending subliminal messages, Fools Rush In, but I wasn't pregnant or anything like that. But yeah. We haven't done any breaks for.
I know, it's on purpose.
Because we done?
No, it's because
I'm tired.
No, it's because it was effort. Remember, I'm going no effort on this. I do want to, and we ain't even gone to our time. We're actually pretty close. So
yeah, we have.
But there's I wanted to get into one topic at least that's off the wall. This came from Cindy. She has a private account, so I'm not going to say the account name, but Cindy, I saw her post this on one of the social media platforms. I can't remember which one it is. So let me see if I can make this full screen and share the screen. And I only looked at this for like 2 seconds. So I'll hit this button, share screen. And this says 11 pantry essentials every Southerner should have on hand.
Amen.
Okay.
To all of those, especially the first one.
Okay. So you agree. The first one is the folks that don't watch the video, because we do have about 50% audio listeners that don't watch video.
Duke's mayonnaise.
I know this. Duke's mayonnaise, Old Bay, White lily flower. White lily flower. That's like the thumbnail image. So I'm assuming that's top 3. We'll see. Number 11. Rotel, diced tomatoes and green chilies. That would be a no.
Nope.
I don't need that. Number 10. Dried beans and peas.
Nope.
Like a Swiss Army knife, dried beans and peas can save the day a dozen ways. For who? Next. Number 9, apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
I'm putting that on the list. I don't know about 9, but I'm putting it on the list. Long before it became a darling of craft cocktail mixologists, cider vinegar was indispensable to home cooks, typically hogging pantry space in a bicep building jar. Okay, yeah, because it was pretty big. It's usually a big ass jug. Mm-hmm. Number 8, pickled stuff is what it says. Homemade or store-bought pickles tickle southern taste buds. A castle of a pantry would be required to stack jar upon jar of preferred varieties, including sweet cukes, dilly beans, chow chow relish, and spicy okra.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna pause right here. Chow chow relish. You like that?
Yes.
You do? I never liked it.
Is it hot? Is it spicy?
It's got nothing to do with that. I just never, for whatever reason, I never liked the taste of it, and that's probably because I've had bad chow chow. Is it slaw?
It's like the slaw without mayo, or maybe I don't know what chow chow is.
It's vinegar based. It's pickled.
I like vinegar based. I like pickled, but what is the vegetable?
It's usually, it's greens.
What kind of green?
I don't remember if it was cabbage. Damn, now I gotta look that up.
If it's cabbage, then it's just cabbage. It's cabbage and vinegar instead of mayo. And
let's just go ahead and do a live search on Google here.
I knew bacon, fat, grease had to be in there.
What is chow chow?
I bet you it's the Asian
chow.
thing.
No, it's chow chow relish recipe, and this comes from Simply Recipes. Scroll down because none of the recipe stuff is right at the top. Let's see, there's jalapeno, peppers, different peppers, cloves, minced garlic. There's more to it than that.
I bet you that's what it is, though.
There's more to it than that.
No, it's not. It's just vinegar.
I swear it is.
I bet you it's just vinegar, and you don't like vinegar, and in your first...
No. Don't you say that, because I do like vinegar. And no, I'm not subscribing to your email list. Stop
at that time, crap. Maybe you didn't.
Really, dude? I'm a freaking Southerner. You think I don't like vinegar?
Why don't you remember what is in chow chow that you don't like?
I thought that... No, that's what I'm saying. They may have made just batches that I didn't like, because the batches that I personally got came from the people in my family.
Oh, okay. And yes, trust and believe, I know you are a Southerner.
Okay.
Because I am not.
No, you're a city girl.
I know that I'm a city girl now, where, my niece, even Legionine, says that I was what did she call me?
That's a good question, because I don't remember.
A Southern.
You bougie.
I was no. Jasmine, what did you call me? You called me something that, because you said that when you were little, you always knew that I had a certain accent, and that I like watching Friends. And but when I didn't like walking around in the dirt, but barefooted and things like that, you knew I wasn't really Southern. But I did grow up in the city.
Yeah, you're a city girl.
But I want to know how you knew I wasn't Southern. Anthony, you too. How did you know I wasn't Southern, that I was a city girl? Other than going to your house and scared shitless because of all the trees and the darkness and no street lights and just so many trees and trees and trees and trees and trees, and it's dark and dark and dark and dark. trees, dark. Never mind, I already know the answer for you. Oh, I hated it. It was the worst trip ever. I was like, I need a cigarette. Pull over. It's too much trees. It's so many trees, and we going around all these curves. And Anthony knew all the curves, so he wasn't going slow around the curves. And like, just so many trees. It was the country, and then we stayed overnight, and it was dark, so dark outside. You go outside in the backyard.
We had that one street light.
Oh, it was dark. But the thing is, even with that, I grew up at my grandma's house, but there were street lights.
No, that's in town. That's in the city.
That was in the city where my grandma.
No, that's not in the city, but it's in town though. It's in town.
Where I grew up. It has been. Whew.
Where I lived, I shouldn't say grew up, but where
Jasmine
I lived.
Was laughing. She ain't telling me what I am, though. She didn't tell me what accent she told me I had.
Where I lived was, I can remember the address. At one point in time, and most people when they give you their mailing address, it is 227 so and so street, 229 so and so boulevard, whatever. Mm-hmm. Mine wasn't that. Ours was route so and so.
See, but I remember seeing that on addresses that I would write to. Who had a route address?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like the first time I've heard that.
Ours was route so and so, box so and so, city so and so, state South Carolina, and the zip code. I remember that, and then it eventually changed because more people moved there.
Route 44, nowhere, South Carolina.
Look here, John. You ain't got to dox me and tell me my address.
You are so right. Route 44, nowhere, South Carolina, BFE East.
But we now have a full street address there. You know my mom's mailing address.
Yes,
now.
But it's still
But you remember
dark.
it used before that address. It used to be route so and so.
Was it?
Yeah, we didn't
even
move.
when we met because
by then we actually got a street name.
You had to okay. BFE, yup.
Yes.
I said it.
Yes.
I said it. Route BFE South or East.
No,
I don't even know if the people out here know what BFE means. When I say it, because I say a lot of stuff, and I think that the people, my customers and my coworkers, when I say certain country things, I don't think that they really know, but they just laugh and go along with it like they really know what I'm talking about. Unless I ask them, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
They humor you, basically.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. They humor you.
I want some popcorn.
No, dang, what was on it? You asked me, how did I know you were not a country girl? And for me, I assumed you were a city girl just from the way you spoke, because you spoke in like complete sentences. And that's as bad as that sounds. Okay, as bad as that sounds, you know, this is the whole thing when people talk about, stereotypes and negative, blah, 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 blah. They call them stereotypes because they're true.
Yeah.
I'm a black man. My black ass love fried chicken and watermelon. Mm-hmm. That's a stereotype. But you better believe my black ass, if
love fried chicken.
If I'm on a flight from California back to Carolina and they happen to serve a meal and they offer fried chicken, guess which one I'm taking?
You're gonna take the fried chicken.
Sir, Mr. Pruitt, on your flight today, going back to Carolina, we're offering Salisbury steak or fresh Alaskan sockeye salmon with a butter Dijon, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we got some Southern fried chicken.
Are you sure you don't have to think about it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
You know what my black ass getting. My black ass getting that fried bird.
Nah, you don't have to ask me that, because I'm going to get some fried chicken. I'm going to try the fried chicken and... So
stereotypes. I get people get all bent out of shape out of them, but boy, I tell you, a lot of stereotypes are true.
Are true.
So with you as a city girl, because of how you spoke, I was like, nah, she ain't from the country. You know, that was one thing, and the fact that you decided to serve me Easy Mac.
Ain't nobody taught her how to cook in the kitchen. Ain't she been in no grandma's kitchen nowhere.
Every female I knew how to make mac and cheese, and it wasn't in no Easy Mac. Yeah.
I know how to make it now.
You do now. Because you've been with a country man.
What did it say? 24 years later.
You've been with a country man.
Actually, my mom told me the recipe
Does
to
that
make
steak come with a Hungry Man brownie?
I could have done a hungry man meal for him and not told him. I absolutely could have. I could have put that shit in the microwave, heated it up, put it on the plate, scooped it out and everything, put some salt and pepper on it, and he would have never known the difference. He would have asked about the pots and the pans. I already cleaned up the kitchen for when I washed.
I gotta tell you right now, I would have known.
Oh, because you know the meals. That's why.
I would have known, but on the first date, I would have let you slide.
Well,
but if you done that,
I had already told you I couldn't cook.
But on the second one, you pull that, and I'm like, look here, you can just say you don't know what you're doing.
That's why I just went on ahead and told you from day one. Yeah. I don't cook. I love to clean.
Anyway, let us continue this list before we get out of here.
Oh, we're done. Just number 8, raisins in the potato salad. You damn right. No raisins in potato salad.
Number 7, seafood spices. Zatarans, crawfish, shrimp boil, crab boil, just in case. Yes, those are a must have, considering we do like to have crab boil and stuff and low country boil. Number 6, bacon fat. But of course, whether they call it bacon grease, bacon drippings, or bacon fat, Southerners agree that one of bacon's many blessings is the rendered byproduct. Yes. Some of my favoriteest pancakes I've made over the years was in bacon fat.
I want some pancakes in bacon fat right now. Can you make me some when we get it off air?
I'm telling you, them joints.
You gonna make me some pancakes?
Oh, it was magical. It was bacon fat, and then after they came out of the out of the cast iron and onto the plate to rest, throw some bacon, some butter on it. So it was bacon fat and butter.
Score.
Talk to me,
now
baby.
Get your little ding ding.
Talk to me. Get the ding ding. Yes, for the win. Bacon
See,
fat.
don't even do it justice. That little ding ding don't do it justice.
Lord, no. Well, I could just say,
there it is. That's much better.
So there's that. Then there's hot sauce, number 5.
Yes. I use it.
You do?
I do. I just put it on but it's the Mexican hot sauce because that's the only thing.
No, that don't count. Because I'm pretty sure.
We don't have any other hot sauce out here. Well, I don't like Tabasco.
Well, let us read this here list here. Number 5, hot sauce. Everybody and their cousin has their own scatologically named Scoville Jack hot sauces these days, but Southern pantries lean on classic Tabascos. Nah, I wasn't this big Tabasco fan. Crystal and Texas Pete.
Texas Pete was good.
And the thing with Texas Pete, it was fine, but it didn't necessarily make me as crazy as it makes everybody else there in the South. I could take it or leave it kind of thing.
But I like hot sauce on my fried chicken. I do.
And then on the fried chicken, I want to taste the chicken. I don't want to taste the hot sauce. Even on my chitlins,
you don't want to taste.
I want to taste the chitlins.
Ew.
Yes, because my people know how to cook chitlins right.
I understand that, but so you think that the hot sauce is a cover up instead of an enhancer?
It is a cover up when it's, in my opinion, Texas Pete. I don't think it enhances. Because it's so much. Texas Pete doesn't even have body to it. You know what I mean? It literally comes out like red water. Mm-hmm. How many things do you consume that's just
red water?
Just watered down, if you will. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Grits or greens gotta be number 1.
Oh, well, We'll see. We're scrolling down. Okay, number 4, cornmeal. Yeah, because we love cornbread and hush puppies. Number 3, flour. White lily flour in particular. I can lily. Personally, I whatever I can afford.
Yeah.
Whatever I can afford when it comes to flour.
Or what is available.
Because when it comes to flour, I'm already going to do something else to it anyway. Yeah. Flour is just the base. Flour is usually just how I'm getting ready to start gravy. Yeah. So why am I going to spend an extra $2 on white lily when I can just get generic? So. Yeah. That was number 3. Number 2, grits. No ifs, ands, or buts. Grits are the most solidly southern of solidly southern staples. Wow, that's a well-written alliteration sentence there.
AKA, yes, we need grits.
Yeah.
And mayo is absolutely required for me.
But I got to tell you, I'm putting this, I would reverse this 2 and 1. Because number 1 is mayonnaise. But
number 1 is mayo.
Number 1 is mayonnaise. I thought
it was going the other way.
Mayonnaise is number 1. And,
no!
And they say, and by mayonnaise you mean Dukes. I do give them credit for that. They do mean Dukes. So many of you, in fact, were pretty sure the adoration for the Tang-Ford condiment first jarred in South Carolina in 1923 will be recognized as its official religion. Baptism is going to be messy. One product headache. Wilo B, who swears by Blue Plate, a New Orleans favorite since 1927. Otherwise trained chefs and humble slatherers of tomato sandwiches alike are all in on Dukes, with Mel's Toledo of Atlanta's Foundation Social Eatery testifying.
I miss
It's
Dukes.
A gift from the Southern gods. And
I miss Dukes.
I'm glad they mentioned it on here.
Grits or greens was not number 1. John.
Greens is not number 1, but I would have put grits at number 1 myself, because there's a lot of times I can eat a sandwich. And it ain't got to have any type of mayonnaise or anything.
Nope. Not me. That's not me.
Yeah.
I like mayo.
I like mayonnaise, but if all I got is bread and meat, if I got bread and bologna, I'll eat it.
I think I want a sandwich. No, I don't want a sandwich. I want ice cream and cookies. Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go, even though I had one more thing that we could talk about.
You can go. You can.
Yeah, we've been going long. Maybe I'll save this for next time. All right. As I clear my throat on the mic, because that's what professionals do, Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being in the live chat. Oh, he said fried loony meat. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Fried loony meat. No raisins and tater salad. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, my man, Mr. John Helms. Thank y'all for being here in the live chat. If you are watching this live or watching it after it's been live, please hit like on it so other folks will see it. And YouTube will give us some grace and give us a couple nickels here and there. I thank you for that patronage and support. And speaking of patronage, we do have a Patreon community. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. I have been ranting. Oh, she's taking her mic off now. She's like, I'm done. End of show. Bye.
No, you get ready to go into all the credits. This is all I look at this part of the show as all of the credits that go up in the screen.
Okay, so let us do a quick bit of an education here, shall we? So if you were at NBC, on the set of NBC doing, I don't know, or maybe ABC doing GMA, Good Morning America, with the great Robin, and she starts to go into closing out the show, are you just going to take your mic off? No. Get up from the desk and walk away?
Never. I would never do that.
But you're going to do that here, though.
No.
You just did?
I did not. I'm still sitting here. What are you talking about?
Everybody heard you doing all of that. Moving your mic away. Good grief. Look here. How about y'all in the chat not encourage her? How about that?
I am hungry. I'm thinking about the Oreos and the ice cream. I am. I'm thinking about all of the deliciousness. I got these, these little bars in there that I can eat. Dairy-free ice cream.
Freaking believable. Folks, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for joining the Patreon page. I've had a good time chatting with our Patreon members. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. I share things over there that I don't share publicly. Granted, I could share it publicly, but I don't, because it's strictly for our paid Patreon members over there. I've shared some rants. I've had some thoughts over there, and shout out to the Patreon community for helping me to see different perspectives. And y'all know who you are. Thank you very much over there. But yeah, check us out, patreon.com/AntPruitt. Or as I mentioned earlier in the show, do your Amazon shopping. That I'm gonna have to make a button that looks like this and tell it, shop on Amazon, damn it. AntPruitt.com/Amazon. And it takes you straight to a regular Amazon page, but it'll give us a couple nickels in commission every time y'all order something, regardless of what you order. So thank you for doing that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow this lady over here on all of the social platforms and whatnot. All things Phoebes1 on Instagram in particular. Give her a follow, shout out, and so forth. When she feels like posting, she's more of a lurker. It is what it is. And then, you gonna say something over there? Just a deep breath into the mic.
I'm just breathing. What are you talking about? Deep breath, breathing, and just breathing.
That's just deep breaths into the mics. Okay. Anyway, follow her there. Follow me. I ant_Pruitt on most of the social stuff. Just that's out there. I try to keep it consistent. Ant_Pruitt. Make sure you check out any of the writings and stuff that I'm doing. I have a lot going on with the folks at XDA Developers. There's a couple meetings tomorrow, and I'm still trying to do the whole onboarding process with them. I've written some articles with ZDNet and working on another article with ZDNet. So check out zdnet.com for my content there. Thanks. Keep doing what you do. Do something good for yourself. Do something nice for someone else. And also know that it is okay to love you some you. We shall see y'all.
See y'all. See y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Can I go play the...
And, oh, you want to play the applause. There. Now we'll play the applause.
Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you.